how are you? Today we're going to be making coasters for your summer picnics. And I'll show you a couple of different types of designs that you can put on them. How you make this is you get this Sculpey clay. There's different brands. This is one that I got at Hobby Lobby. It's a really good quality. It's called Sculpey Sculpturing 3. And it's a clay that you can put in the oven at 275 and it will then become very hard. So let me show you how I did this. What I first did is I took the Sculpey, sort of roll it out, then you take your rolling pin, you want it about 1/4 of an inch, just because that's a good. And when you're doing it, you notice I turn it over. You want to do that because you get it smooth on both sides. You get your piece all rolled out, and then what you're going to do is you're going to measure to make sure it's the right size. If you have a cookie cutter, it works better than a lid top, but I use lid tops. You make sure it's your right size, okay? You go ahead and you press that down. After you've done it, even with a cookie cutter, hold your cookie cutter down while you pull the clay away from it. And then you have your circle. What I really like is I really like these that look like lace. They're kind of unique, and I'm going to show you how you do that. You go to a fabric store, you find a piece of lace that's really got an interesting pattern on it. You would not want to buy this much. You'd only buy maybe 1/8 of a yard. And then you cut out the piece in it that you're going to do. So I cut out this piece. After you have this piece cut out, you want to see where it comes up the most. And in this case, the back side has the highest sort of nap on it. You're going to place that on your piece and then roll it down. Now, I noticed that this didn't catch right here, so I'm going to just kind of push it a little bit more right there. You want to make sure it's really well down, and then you take and you pull this up, and I'm pretty sure you can't see the design on there, but the design is now on there. Then you take and you put this in the oven for about 15 minutes at 275, and then when it comes out, then you can paint it. I'm going to show you some options for that. On this one, I put an edge around here. You could do that too, just roll a coil and put it around. But let me show you what you're going to do when you paint it so you get your texture to show up like that. You can use anything you want. I'm just actually using a Kleenex. Then you're just going to daub it around. Now what I would do at this point is I would take a paintbrush and I would go in between, because I have this coil around. I might paint underneath that coil a little bit, but what I'm going to do is show you. Now I'm going to just take, and there's certain places where I can daub just a little bit more on the pattern. And here I'm going to take just a little bit off so that the leaves show up better. You let that dry, and then what I do afterwards is I take a sparkly nail polish and I go around and I daub just on the design. And that way it really shows up nicely, as you can see on this one. And it adds a little extra, sparkle to it. When you do these, if you're doing them with kids, it is fun to let the kids come up with their own designs. You can take and I put some skewers on this and roll it. You can even let the kids draw pictures on it and then use them for that. It's a lot of fun for kids to come up with their own designs that they're going to put on their coasters. Well, have fun in the summer with your homemade coasters for your parties. Thank you.